Shemel Shah by Shemakawa Dash. And of course, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. That's what these lessons are for. I'm in RT, and it's an article here titled EU Nation Sees Highest Inflation Since 1984. It says the surge has been triggered by higher electricity prices along with price hikes for food and non-alcoholic beverages. It reads the annual inflation in Spain rose 10.8% in July, hitting the highest level in 38 years. Data published by the Spanish Statistical Institute, the INE, on Friday shows. Despite significant drops in gasoline prices, soaring electricity and food costs led to a 0.6% rise in the inflation rate last month. The latest data confirms that INE's preliminary outlook from late July. Pardon me. It says in July, prices for energy products in the country skyrocketed 41% year over year, while some basic food products were up by over 20%. Spaniards have recently seen a significant surge in the price of eggs, milk, and other dairy products. It reads as well as meat, bread, and cereals. And I'll post this in the description box. all this shows is that we are, living in the time of the black horse. Proceed to Revelation, the 6th chapter. Okay, the black horse with the balances in his hand. We are living in that time. Okay, and it's happening all around the world. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Now, this this prophecy, of in Daniel's 2:41, I'll read these two verses. It says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partially strong and partially broken. Now, these 10 toes are going into the EU members, which Spain, of course, is one of the EU members. When you read in the Bible, Spain is also one of the 7 heads, which represents 7 kingdoms of Esau. You had the Greeks, you had the Romans, you had the Spanish, of course, I just mentioned that, the French, Germania Major, Germania Minor, and Great Britain. Okay, but this nation here, Spain, this is one of the weaker nations. So this would be of that clay, of that miry clay. All right, because their economy is shit. Okay. Now, one of the stronger ones of iron when you go into the EU would be Germany. Okay, which this is a little history on the EU, which the Treaty of Rome, Europe, 1957. You have a screenshot here. It says here, Treaty of Rome, originally 1957 to 1993. It reads, treaty establishing the European Economic Community, the EEC, succeeded by 1993 to 2009. Treaty establishing the EU, the European Community, in 2009 to present. The European Community Treaty on the functioning of the European Union, also called together with the treaty establishing the European Atomic Energy Community, Treaties of Rome, and it goes all into it. And it says international agreement signed in Rome on March 25th, 1957 by Belgium, France, Federal Republic of Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. And as you read on later on, you had other nations that joined, the EU. As you scroll down in this, the Britannica, this is it's a good source for, for different, historical information. It tells you here the EEC was created in 1957 by the Treaty of Rome, It says, which was signed by Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, West Germany, the United Kingdom, Denmark, Ireland, joined in 1973, followed by Greece in 1981 and Portugal and Spain in 1986. The former East Germany was admitted as part of the reunified Germany in 1990. Okay, so this has a deep history, and a lot of prophecy, what I'm saying, is dealing with this. This is a part of that beast system. These nations are a part of that beast system. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So NATO and the EU, going to show you that, some of these nations are of that miry clay and some are, of that iron, but we living in a time where it's going to be broken. Okay, and let me see if I can find it. It tells you, let me see. There it is. This is Daniel 2:45. It reads, for as much as thou sawest that stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, that's talking about Yahweh Shai, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the gold, the silver and the gold, which is talking about the different kingdoms. When you read up about the statue, it says the great power has made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. Okay, so this was Nebuchadnezzar's dream, and Daniel pretty much broke it down to him. Hey, but we living in a time now where this prophecy still hasn't come to pass. Okay, that stone which was cut out, without hands, which is pretty much talking about Yahweh Shai, because he's that chief cornerstone. All right, guess what? It's gonna break in pieces all these kingdoms, man. That's Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is gonna break these nations, man, in pieces, man. All right. And when you read up, Daniel 2:44, it reads, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. So the time is coming where you other nations are going to be enslaved under the Israelites. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So when the Lord returns, when the one whom you call Jesus Christ, returns, he's coming to, set up a rulership on this earth, okay, with a certain people that will be a hierarchy and other people will be serfs. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It says, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So that prophecy has not yet come to pass, but it's near to come. Okay, and when the Lord accomplishes this, man, it's going to be a beautiful thing. So we living in a time of some great prophecies. Keep posted on the news. This has just been like a quick edification. Lord will, you brothers were edified. Like I said, I'll put this in the description box. And Lord will, I'll see you brothers in the next one. Shalom.